Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For today, I want to get into how to build a continuous green T intersection. This green T intersection is also called a turbo T intersection. Let me show you how to first build the turbo T intersection, and then I'll get into why you should build it. Let's get started. So the very first thing we have to do is we need a 1x2 road. And make sure it's a straight road. This is going to be the center point of our turbo T roundabout. Or, whoa, it is not a roundabout. It's an intersection. Anyways, now that you see the road, we have 2 lanes going up and 1 lane going down. All I had to do was easily flip it and reverse it. So pretty simple, guys. All we need is literally a 1+2 road. Now the next part is I upgraded a couple of those roads to the left to a 3-lane road, and you'll see why, because one of those will become an exit. Now what we need to do is we need to connect up the other side of our intersection. So what we're doing is we're going 750 to the left and 750 to the right. I'm not really sure what units those are. So if you guys slow down the video, I'm not really sure how on the units, but anyways. So our third step is what we need to do is we need the movement mod. So you're going to see that I'm going to turn or curve that road and bring it down. What you have to do to curve the road essentially is you can see how everything's green in front of you. What you do is you hold down shift and then you bring it up. So what we're doing is we're trying to create an off ramp from this highway, and everything looks like gunk, and then it kind of overlays and kind of tears the road, but in the end, as long as you use the movement mod correctly, everything will be okay. And you can see everything from this exit, you know, it does kind of get wonky as you do a little bit of the adjusting, but that's okay. That's the whole point of this movement mod. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the left, or well, we did the right hand side. Now we're going to do the left hand side. So this does get a little tricky. So for example, right here, you're going to see that, okay, well, that is not tearing off the highway very well. So what we'll do is we'll bring this road up and then we'll just kind of reverse it. So again, we're holding down H, shift up, and then we're bringing everything upward. So again, if you have to play around with this, it's completely okay. This is normal when you're playing with the City Skylines node controller and you're playing with the movement mod and all these mods. It does require some tinkering. Obviously right now we're using the movement mod, but anyways, so you can see that that intersection did not pull very well, and you can just see that, you know, the movement mod is kind of struggling. Okay, I kind of get it. So what I ended up doing was I ended up just leaving it for now. And what we plan on doing next is we're going to use, so look at, we're just fiddling with it. You could see the tearing things, you know, you're probably like, oh my God, this is insane. So all we have to do is just move the road over a little bit, tiny little bit, and just hope it works. Now, in the end, it kind of doesn't work. So what we do is we use the node controller and we just go into this intersection and hit that plus button. And this way, everything in the intersection kind of looks better. It kind of works out. Now the problem we have here is, there we go, the lane mathematics. So I did update one of the roads to a 3-lane road because we wanted the lane mathematics correct. We wanted a lane coming off our turbo T. We wanted an individual lane to, you know, if you're coming on to this part of the highway, it needs its own individual ramp, like just lane, I should say, to, you know, so there's no collisions, there's no car accidents. We want to make this as safe as possible. So right now, as you can see on the screen, I am still tinkering with the node controller mod itself, but overall, you know, once you mess around with it a little bit, things will be okay. So now that we have our intersection kind of looking what we want it to look like, we're going to use the line intersection marking tool. So if you want to create a solid line, hold down the shift button and just left click to the lanes you want it. Now, if you want a dashed line like you just saw in the middle, you just click it. You don't have to hold down anything. Then if you're using, if you want to make a filler, which what I'm doing right now is you hold down the alt buttons, and then you're just going to use the design that you wanted. So this one I wanted to use a triangle and make it pavement. So far so good. We have our lane mathematics in place. We have everything else in place. And what we're going to do over here is basically the same thing. Hit that plus sign, make the adjustments that you want. Again, things can look a little bit different. You know, it's just based on your preference on what you want it to look like. So again, lane mathematics, we switched it to a 3-lane road because guess what? The 3-lane road is going to break down into 1 and 2. As you can see right in front of you, we have a 1-lane exit to the left and 2 lanes to the right. So again, we're using the line intersection marking tool, doing the same exact thing we used on the other side. I highly suggest you do this detailing because it definitely makes it look a lot better in the end. Don't forget to place your filler, which I think the filler, I like concrete. I don't know what you guys in the comment section below like. I personally like the concrete look better. That's just me. I mean, some people like the grass look, some people like whatever. But now one more thing is make sure you align your roads a little bit to the right. If you just didn't see what I did, you hold down the shift button and you align those nodes. So now we have this intersection over here. This is the highway exit onto the medium-sized road. I just aligned the roads to the wrong direction. So what I did was I just reversed it. I held down shift and made sure those nodes lined up. This way, this looks like more of an official off-ramp because again, you're getting its own dedicated lane to get off onto that main road. So far, so cool with this line intersection marking tool. I think everything is turning out very, very well. Like I truly do like how everything looks. So now the next part is we want to use the node controller on this part of our intersection. So we will make adjustments later on, but so far we're going to keep everything like that for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to detail everything. At first I tried to use Surface Painter, then I realized that looked really ugly. So what I did was I just try to keep it simple. Just use bushes or whatever you want to do to detail. You know, if you want to add some trees, bushes, I highly suggest, I mean, in the United States, guys, there are so many different ways to, like, you know, decorate a highway if it's with rocks or whatnot, but whatever. So now we're getting back to the intersection, and what we want to do is use the node controller to adjust our intersection in general, because those two highway on and off ramps, they do have that arch in the picture. So I have it at 31.5. You can see I am tinkering with it. So 31.5, we got too far, but 31.5 for both sides of the intersection. Again, I'm gonna fill this in just with a bunch of different, you know, just a bunch of different shrubs, and just like, whoa, well, that's a tree. So those trees did not work. Nope. But eventually we will get to these shrubs, and we want the bigger ones just so it fills in and just kind of looks cool. I also grabbed you're gonna see like these purplish pink ones, and we're just individually placing them down, and just a little bit extra detailing that, you know, just makes it look like, you know, we did something. And so guys, this overall T section, we're gonna see the finished product, and I will explain why this Turbo T is so important. So here is our fully finished continuous green T intersection, otherwise the Turbo T intersection. What's so great about this intersection is the design is that one major street direction of travel, the top side, can pass through the intersection without stopping the opposing major street. So essentially what it's saying is that the highway is able to cross paths with each other without slowing down traffic. And so that's really nice because you have these dedicated on and off ramps going left and going, well, they're both going left on and off this T intersection. So overall, this is really about safety and just, you know, better traffic flow and just to improve efficiency of the overall highway. So what do you guys think? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Please comment below. Have a great day.